you're the little Anglophone, I had to learn quick. So when my battery commander, Major Pierre Lefebvre at the time, held orderly groups, he'd often ask questions at the end. And then there was me, yeah, everything after hello, please. So I had some misery, but it took a year and a half, and looking back, the chance to learn French had opened so many doors in my career with the forces.
Énormément de portes dans ma carrière au niveau des Forces canadiennes. Fait que c'est par la suite que j'ai continué dans l'artillerie. J'ai fait plusieurs déploiements. Le premier déploiement en étant à Saint-Hyacinthe pour la tempête de Verla en 98.
Following that, I continued with the artillery and did several deployments, the first being the Ice Storm in '98. The year after, I was deployed to Bosnia as COSIM officer, where I did construction projects. I took friends from different organizations or the Department for International Development in England, and I would invest them into different construction projects in Bosnia, in the goal of better developing our country within our operating spectrum as Canadians.
Dans le cadre d'une opération militaire canadienne quand même. J'ai déployé encore une deuxième fois comme officier d'observation avancée.
I was deployed a second time as an advanced observations officer, or crazy as they call it in good French. Once again in Bosnia in 2002, where I served 7 months. And because I spoke the Serb-Croatian language, as I mentioned before, when I was young I spoke Ukrainian, so learning their language is pretty easy as they resemble pretty closely.
C'était assez facile parce que les langues slaves se ressemblent beaucoup. Bien évidemment, la chaîne de commandement, lorsqu'ils ont su que j'ai été capable de parler la langue, ils m'ont donné des opportunités pour faire des tâches assez intéressantes.
So obviously when the chain of command found out that I spoke their language, they gave me the opportunity to do some pretty interesting tasks. The elections in Bosnia were approaching in October 2002, and I remember that the brass had a fair bit of concern with regards to them, given that it was a period with a lot of return of the people to their original houses from before the conflicts in Bosnia. This meant that the Serbs that were staying where populations were mainly Croatians would be voting, and the concern was that there would be conflicts that would be starting in those voting locations.
La population croate, le Serbe qui revenait là-bas, il allait voter dans la ville de Drvar aussi. Alors, il y avait beaucoup d'inquiétudes que dans les bureaux de scrutin, il y aurait des conflits entre les différents groupes belligérants. Alors, j'ai eu la tâche à ce moment-là de d'être officier d'élection et
So I had the task there to be the elections officer. I had to meet people, mayors, political parties, to evaluate the threat and create a contingency plan to counter that threat. That was my deployment in Bosnia.